Hello. So before we start, standard question, if you can hear me well, so please confirm on the chat. I have my headphones turned off. I will double check. Yes, they are turned off, so we should have a good quality of recording today. So looking forward to see your comments. It's 6 p.m. in Poland, so I think we can start. I will start right after you tell me that you can hear me well. Hey Jackie, nice to have you. Awesome. Thank you, Gary. So, okay, guys. Hello again. Welcome on the second on-page roast webinar. Today, I will try to analyze as many pages as I can in 30 minutes. I'm going full shuffle on the list you sent me. I have almost 40 signups, so yeah, like 25% probably can be done. But yeah, let's get to the point. But before we start, we all know that the Amazon / the commissions, and since I saw your signups, most of the keywords you sent were the affiliate keywords. So yeah, guys, so again we have some issues. Well, what I can do, I can check OBS and I see it picks up properly. I will turn it up a little bit, so hopefully you can hear me better now. But I will just I added a bit of the volume for the microphone, so it should pick up better. So please let me know if it picks up better. Well, I don't know why that happens, but yeah, I think that's a usual thing. Okay, so I have comments that it's all good, it's better. I can adjust it a little bit more, and it should be all good right now. Okay, so like I said, most of the signups were the affiliate keywords. So I figured out that it may be a good idea to ask a few influencers, a few pros in the affiliate industry, what are their tips on the commissions that were smashed by the Amazon. So I asked Gail Breton from Authority Hacker, and he provided me 2 decent tips that can help you in short term. So the first one is to add display ads, and he recommends Mediavine and AdThrive. They are the best because they don't hurt the conversion. And the second one is to put better product tables to get more CTR to make up for less money. So those two, like kind of a conversion optimization and diversifying your income, those 2 tips are pretty decent as a short-term solution. And as a long-term one, you should start swapping for the best pages to a different affiliate programs, but still use Amazon as an easy market research. And by the way, Gael just refreshed the Authority Hacker Pro course, so it's highly recommended. I don't have a URL for it, you can find it in Google for sure. Yeah, it's pretty dope, and I think you will find much more tips in there. And then I asked Jay Yap, who is working on an article that will help people decide what to do when the Amazon / the commissions. And small teaser from this article, since it will appear soon on Digital Marketing, but I have some tips from him. And the first one is that there is no replacement for the Amazon 1x1, so you have to, like, they have tons of different affiliate programs for products, and basically you just have to do the manual research for suppliers for the best pages, like Gael said. Just diversify your revenue streams from a single page, from the best pages you have currently ranking. And ideally, you should have more suppliers than one per page. So that should be also a good idea to implement it in short term. And Miles Beckler posted a great summary of those two. So it's about the number one in business. And why is number one the most dangerous number for the business? Because one vendor, one product, and one traffic source is a recipe for a disaster. So I think you can agree with that. And yeah, now we can move to roasting pages. Again, hello everyone, hello Joseph, nice to have you. And now I will move to roasting your pages. So here is the Google Doc I have from you. I already shuffled it, so it's in random order. And for the first one, we have the Magician London and UK location. So I will analyze it right away. We don't need screenshots, so I will turn on also the second one. It's a Polish keyword. It's a dentist. So okay, we can turn it on. So we have a few analyzed already, and another dentist, but from the US market. I wish I knew what's the city of this. Oh, it's dentist marketing, so it's a broad keyword. Okay. United States, NLP turned on, and we have the magician. So the first URL. Okay, ranking 14, that's good, but let's quickly look at the page first. How does it look like? Okay, Roger Lapin, pretty well. Yeah, there is a lot of content, some pictures, it's diversified, so yeah, nothing to complain really from the first impression. It has content, so probably we'll have something to optimize, but as usual, as a starter, I should exclude some non-competitors pages. So let's start with it. I will use the search visibility for the domain and estimated traffic. Gumtree. I don't know the magician's niche, so I have to help myself with the visibility. Okay, so we have a few outliers in here, and I guess this guy, it's find a magician, all magicians, so it's magicians directory, so excluding it as well. Okay, who is there? Magician, and magician. Okay, so we have 5 magicians that will contribute to the audit we will perform. So let's kick off. I will zoom in a little bit so you can see the audit better. Maybe too much. And let's see what we have in general. Okay, some strong bolds, they doesn't really matter. 2 short headings by a bit, so majority have a bit more content, but okay. No exact in title, so well, probably only this change can bring this magician to the top 10, but let's take a look. Okay, so he has 2 partials, but they have 4 partials, so looks like the title is a bit spammy in this niche. We'll take a closer look a bit later. And the page loads too slow. It's a server issue, but well, as you can see here for number 3, the server can be really poor and you can still rank high, but well, it won't hurt Roger to fix the TTFB, because it's way above the, well, maybe not the average, but the values that are acceptable. For me, it's like 500 milliseconds. So well, yeah, that's kind of a server issue. Quick look at the true density. not so many reds, but I will sort by the action to see it better. Okay, birthday parties, strange shows, stage shows, event types. Well, yeah, so I can see that Roger is missing a few different offers from the magicians, like magician for the birthday party, magician for stage show, for the dinner show. Magic tricks is missing really. So I would start with the meta title, which is missing exact. That's a big thing. And the second one is to include those different services that the magician can provide. When it comes to the length, just quick look. Well, we have one outlier who is making up with a lot of content. We are in the middle, kind of, maybe a bit too long form, but I wouldn't reduce the content. I would first tweak the title and include those reds like birthday parties, event entertainer, and those kind of terms that they will definitely help. And quick look at the words. Some over optimizations here. So performance is highly over optimized and is related probably to a different exact keywords that he's ranking, like magician performance or something like that. So it's a bit over optimized in here. Well, show for the children, that's also missing. Well, so the page seems to be pretty well optimized. It's nice and useful, but it's missing some key phrases, plus the title is missing exact keyword. I will just take a quick look at the title on the charts to see how the exacts looks like. So almost everyone have exact, and when it comes to use of specific words like the London should be used at least once, and the guy have it, but it could be even twice. And when it comes to magician, yeah, magician should be used twice, so probably magician and magician London, like you see here. Magicians, all magicians, actually those titles are the titles displayed in Google, but as you can see here, London magician for hire, close-up magician, so it's used twice. So well, I would definitely add the exact keyword magician London, and again magician somewhere else, but still in the title. So that's it for the magician. We have to spend a little less time to cover as many websites as I can. Like I did one in 5 minutes. Let's see how I can make for the next keyword, which is dentist in a city, Polish city, Jaworzno. So I will copy the URL. Oh, it's ranking second. So, oh god. So guys, nothing to do in here really. So the first page is the biggest directory of doctors in Poland, and it will be really hard to beat them just with on page. I don't know if it's even possible, so I wouldn't touch it at all really. If you see this kind of situation, that there's a really high authority page above you and you are the second, don't touch it. That's my advice. So that was really quick. Well, we could run an audit and quickly check what. No, I mean, yeah, he could add a bit more of this, but really, I don't think so. I wouldn't touch it at all. So let's move to another, dentist marketing. That will be probably a bit more funny to analyze. But our client user who shared this page, so well, it's not ranking the top 50, so I'm not sure if you are if your page is good enough to rank for this keyword, but well, we can try. So I'm adding it as a custom URL, And in the meantime, I can check the competition if we have any high authority pages in the top. Yeah, we have one, Sword Stream, and those are just regular pages. Okay, it's got crawled. Okay, so we can audit. All right. So first, over-optimized for dentist marketing, that's for sure. Over-optimized, get more new patients. That's how I imagine use, like attract patients, new patients. So well, it's over-optimized for the main focus keywords, and it's also missing a lot of terms when it comes to business related, like for example, search engines like content marketing, blog posts, email marketing, again some dentist keywords like dental office, like online reviews. So I think the content on this page is way too shallow. It's almost all red. So comparing to the magician, where we had like a few missing terms, here we have tons of missing keywords that are over-optimized or not used within the content. So I would recommend really rebuilding the content for this landing page, and it's too short. That's another thing. Yeah, really half of the length, or even a third. So I would definitely increase the amount of content, and because the page is not ranking at all in the top 50, I would even aim for the length between the second and the first longest content, so something around 3,000 words, including as many of those as possible, ideally written in the content editor, and that would be the solution. So yeah, exacts overused, all the rest under optimized. So the content is really poor on this page. So nothing to do really when it comes to optimization. I would completely rewrite the landing page, including as many of those as possible, because optimizing currently existing currently existing content based on the keywords, like add 99 keywords to the existing page, that would be really tricky. So I'd rather start from scratch using the content editor to provide better topical coverage and get indexed, and see in a month if the positions will be any better or not. So that's my solution for the dentistmarketing.net. And the next one is a cycling holiday Europe in United Kingdom. And as a last time, I will also pick a few like keto diet. Oh, that's a hard keyword. And the German keyword. I learned German for like 9 years. But I'm not good at it at all, but I know what does it mean. So it's Windows from Poland, so that's the one thing I know. Okay, cycling holiday Europe is almost done, so okay, we can proceed. Boom, 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 boom. 47. Okay, we have a chance. It's best cycling holidays in Europe. So he target, it's probably kind of affiliate stuff. I will just review what are those pages about. Free wheel holidays in Europe. So I will take a look at the page first, because it's probably a blog post. Yes, it is. So we have to compare to other blog posts, not to the businesses. It's okay, it's Guardian, it's big page, but they have the same topic, top 10 cycling holidays, so I think I can keep them. I will check this page, what is that? So it's not a blog post, so excluding. it will be probably also an offer. It's kind of a, well, I'm not sure about this page. Oh, it's kind of similar to this one. It's also like a directory, like have a book it here, book it there. So I think we can keep this page as well. It's probably, that's the best matching page. Exodus. Okay, it's a company, so different type. This one is probably also a different type, or maybe not. Well, we have some content in here. Yeah, it's okay, let's keep it because it has rich content on the page. But ideally I would like to see more pages like our potential client. So this is to go. So well, this keyword is probably not the best for this type of content. That's my first no, definitely not. Well, so as you can see, I'm excluding more than including, and some of the pages that I kept are not the best. So I would rather recommend changing the keyword for this page, because as you can see, those best cycling holidays appear in the bottom of the SERP, not on the top. The top is the Guardian, which is high authority, and then we have many other types like businesses. So I would go a bit risky in here, but the thing I would do, because this page was matching the best, I would just exclude all the pages and include only this one and run an audit now. It may be a bit risky, but I just found the best page to compare with. It's the same type, so if we really want to tackle this keyword, then that's probably the only way to go. If we are okay with adding the best cycling holiday Europe, we will probably find more pages like ours. So well, it's all red, or almost all red. Heavily under optimized cycling holidays, almost not used within the content way longer. Well, I would rather change the keyword before starting optimization. Yeah, that would be my advice. Let's check it out for what we can change it. Quick look at the keyword research, and I will add the best and hit the analyze. Oh well. Let's check it out in keyword surfer then. No, it's not searched at all, so we shouldn't switch to it. And it's 880, not that competitive. Well, yeah, so we should stick to the audit with only one page that is the same type as ours. So yeah, it will be tricky. So like usual, take care of the reds in the true density, because it's almost all red, even if you have oh, I analyzed the wrong page, sorry guys. 47. So even if you have much more content than the competitor, you are almost all red. So yeah, I would try to include as many of those as possible, but this keyword may be not the best idea because of the competition that is currently ranking. Those pages are not the same type as you. Okay, let's move on to the keto diet. It's only the 5th page, and again we are not ranking. So it will be also a tricky one. Diet doctors, so as usual. Okay, big page, healthline. So we have a lot of big players in here. This is the smallest one in the top 10. Oh, this is okay, it's Wikipedia with mobile, but that's the smallest page we have, and it's not that small. It's over 100,000 visitors per month from Google. So, well, let's check it out. Okay, so we have two types of content in this this keyword. You can be shorter one or a longer one, or really skyscraper. And we have two pages, Diet Doctor and Ruled Me, and those domains are actually the not the strongest ones. So I would go with just those two to make up the domain that is weaker. So I would go this way. Exclude all pages, include only Diet Doctor and number 5, which is this one, and audit against it. And of course, add more content, make the true density not that red. Like, I can see a lot of terms that are contextually relevant to the diet, but they are not mentioned. They are not mentioned at all. So, like the coconut oil, or it's actually over optimized, but well, like peanut butter. So they are providing some recipes. They are providing how much you should eat the peanut butter. It's probably a common ingredient on the keto diet. So yeah, this audit is almost all red because the content is way too short, while it's over optimized when it comes to exact keywords. So keto diet is used frequently, too frequently. Yeah, keto diet. We have it used 28 times, while the suggested range is at most 24, but I would rather go to the middle. So looks like we should add more content and avoid adding keto diet. Like ketone bodies also is over optimized, so that's the thing. Okay. Anything else in here? So too shallow content and TTFB. Yeah, so that's acceptable definitely. Even if we say you to reduce the TTFB, but if it's on the level of like 300 milliseconds, it's all good. So you're fine. This guy is fine for sure. Health advices, but takeaways for this page is too short, over optimized, and missing a lot of context content. So I would recommend rewriting it again in the content editor based on Diet Doctor and Ruled Me. They are the longest, the most comprehensive articles in the niche, and I would say that it will be the best approach for the smallest domain to tackle this keyword, to provide like the best content covering all of the aspects of keto diet. Yeah, Matthew has a good point. We could also start with something smaller than the keto diet. Like I could check it out now. What are the similar keywords for keto diet? We can answer some questions. Like keto diet is just in the UK searched so many times that, well, yeah, so we should definitely scroll down. Like keto beginner's diet, or kind of a long tail keyword again for the beginners. High fat ketogenic diet. So we can go in the narrow topic like the vegetarian. That's also fine. So yeah, definitely If you really want to focus on keto diet, do what I said, but if you are not stubborn with this keyword, then try something that is less broad, because competitors are really strong in this. And now we have German keyword Fenster aus Polen. So let's start with getting our page in the audit. Polnische Fenster. Oh well, I asked you guys that it should be ranking. So we have another page that is not ranking. Okay, let's see the search visibility, estimated traffic, and the big flyers in here. No, not really, rather small pages, so we can go directly to the audit. And I will start with those errors. Length is fine, could be longer, but it's not bad at all. It is over optimized a little, so if we decide to increase a bit the length to the level of 1500, that I would personally do, then we don't have to touch the exact keywords because it will lower the density. Partials the same. Not enough headings. Well, yeah, we could increase number of headings. Short title, well, it's not a big deal if it has the exact. Okay, so standard check for the true density, pretty well optimized for the head keyword. Well, I'm not good at German, like I said. I don't know if they make any sense, but I know this company is a Polish company, so probably it will be a good idea to include it within the content. This is about white collar, so yeah, definitely windows are most frequently white. That's another company, so yeah, that would be a good idea to add to the page some Windows providers, some companies. It will increase the let's say authority, the value of the content, because you will prove yourself with the brands. So that's kind of good idea. So for this page, increase a bit the content. That will lower the exact keywords density, and add some brands and those keywords that appear in here. Maybe there are some words that should be tweaked as well. Cookies, they doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it has some issues, it has some missing words, and especially for the German language, as Germans use really long, like this one. In Poland or in the UK, in English it would be 2 words, like aluminum window, and in German it's Aluminium Fenster, so it's over optimized, as you can see here. So for the German keywords, that's actually a good tip. If you are working with German language, don't focus on the phrases, because German, from its specifics, it uses really long words that are often more than one word in different languages. So take care of the words as well if you are working with German pages, because, like, again, Alufenster, Aluminium Fenster, those are like, in this situation we could replace Aluminium Fenster with this Alu Fenster and it will be all good. So yeah, some over optimization, some missing keywords. For the German pages, take care of the words in the true density as well. So while adding more content to the page, try to include as many keywords from here that make sense. For German, we covered the NLP, so the recommendations are pretty rich. Okay, Mark, you eventually made it. Best compact camera, United States. That will be a tricky one, I'm pretty sure, because I guess you are already ranking 5. French keyword. for French, we also support the NLP. Basically, we support NLP for the languages that Google supports it. So, and I have time for a question. Before using the editor, do you recommend using SERP Analyzer to find the best? Well, yeah, that's a good idea, really. So the content editor limit is pretty tight. So I would always check it in SERP Analyzer if it's really worth to target and write against. And since you have a lot of SERP Analyzers daily, you can afford on checking them, like every time you run a content editor, you can run the SERP Analyzer first, maybe without the NLP to not lose the credit. So that would be my approach. I'm running with NLP because I have a high limit, and just to find out the missing keywords right away, because I won't be rewriting it right now. But what Gary pointed out now, it's really a good idea to run SERP Analyzer before the content editor is created. And at some point we plan to merge the SERP Analyzer and the content editor, so you'll have it all in place, so you won't have to run the analysis twice. But now that's what I recommend. Gary, thanks. Best compact camera, I know the URL. Yeah, it's ShotKit number 6. I guess you compete with all of those guys, and there is no one too small or too big for you, because I saw you were ranking for many keywords higher than, for example, PC Magazine or Wired. So in this case, I will keep those competitors that are ahead. Just check if there are any outliers when it comes to the length. So actually this page is an outlier itself, and we have really shallow pages on position 3 and 5. So what I'm gonna do is I'm excluding 3 and 5 and running an audit just against those longest forms. And in this situation, if you know that you are longer but you want to keep the length, you don't have to worry if the true density provides you the right numbers, because the true density is based on your current length. So if you are too long and if you want to stay longer, I mean to keep the longer form of the content, you can keep it, and the true density will provide you recommendations for the length you have currently. So those suggested usage is based on almost 9,000 words article. So are we missing anything? Well, we are missing some models, I guess. We are missing 4K video. So compact cameras are not shooting 4K, I don't know, but looks like the competitors mentioned 4K video. Yes, we also find the 4K and photo quality. Yeah, they find 4K, so I would mention 4K at least 22 times, so pretty a lot of work ahead of you. But I would start with fixing all the zeros first. So I will sort by the action again. Okay, I have over optimization for the image quality, but the rest is all under optimized or not used at all. So I would start with the zeros, because zeros are the worst you can see in here. Because zeros means that you are missing the content, missing the topic is not fully covered. The article is not comprehensive because you are missing terms that your competitors cover, like for example this tilting touchscreen. So I don't believe that there is no compact camera with the tilting touchscreen, and if you think that the tilting touchscreen is just a bad feature, mention it that there is no good compact camera with tilting touchscreen, and if a tilting touchscreen is something you really want to have, then I don't know, buy this piece of crap, or I don't know, whatever, but just mention the tilting touchscreen within the content, even if it doesn't fit any of your cameras that you review. And I would do the same for other keywords like that. Yeah, that would be my approach. And since you are already ranking 6, you are the trendsetter in the niche. So I wouldn't try to fix like the densities too hard. I would try to push on making the content the most comprehensive, including as many those relevant keywords as possible. It doesn't really matter that you mentioned street photographers twice and the competitors did it only once. That's not a big deal. The big deal is that you are missing the tilting touchscreen, that you are missing image stabilization, and like video capabilities, video capture, video quality, it's all missing. So you have 8,000 words on page and missing so many features of cameras that this is where I would start. Okay, another one, because I wanted to make as many as I can. Okay, we have this French keyword. Is the crawler broken? Well, I will try to analyze it again, maybe from desktop, and in the meantime I will analyze something else, a Dutch keyword. Okay, so there is a glitch, I guess, so I will keep it spinning and add the Dutch keyword. So we have like 18 minutes to the full hour, so I think I can manage analyzing 10 pages. I hope you like it so far. Let me know if this format of the on-page roast is the right one. Okay. Yes, pages ranking. Thank you a lot. Okay, domain traffic. Can't see it properly, so I will start with removing those big pages first. Okay, 500,000, over 500,000. We have like 20,000. Those are smaller. That's the only page on our level. So we can't afford excluding those pages that are much stronger than ours, because we will be left with no one to compare with. So I will just take a quick look on the length to see. Okay, length may be rewarding in this case, as we have a similar length as the position 1. So I will keep the competition like this, just without the decathlon, and run an audit. Well, we can spend a while in the missing common backlinks, just a quick check if we can fix the page authority with some backlinks that we are missing, and looks like we found like 233 back domains that are commonly linking to the competitors but not linking to the page that you are auditing. I can see a few forums already, like this one, so it will be pretty easy to acquire a backlink there, maybe not from the homepage but from this one or that one. So you always look for the page that has the highest traffic values to get the best backlink. So I would start with checking those forums, because that's so easy to acquire a backlink there, and maybe we have some blogs in here as well, so another discussion, so pretty easy to acquire another forum. So yeah, I would definitely spend a few hours reviewing this list and trying to acquire backlinks where my competitors have them. So that would be one of the steps I would take for this page. Okay, missing exact keyword. All right, so it should be used. Again, that's part of the exact keyword. Or I am probably missing this accent, this E letter. So maybe you are using the exact, but yeah, let's use it as it is analyzed. But we can treat this one, and that one as kind of an exact keyword variations. So that's one. This one is the heavily over optimized, like suggested range is between 2 and 6, and we have 13, so it's really too much. But when it comes to this one and that one, we are below the limit. So if it's possible to replace this keyword with this keyword, that would be a good idea to do it, because now it just looks spammy. It doesn't use all the variations available. And yeah, we have plenty of zeros in here as well. That's always a good idea to add those zeros. There is no page, like I would do it even if I was ranking on the first position, I would include keywords that I have 0 in here. And why is that? Because my competitors may come up with fresh ideas to share within the content, and if I have the same content over the years and it doesn't change, it's really a good idea to review if the competitors are covering topics that I'm missing. Even if ranking first, second, third, that's always a good idea to add those zeros to your content. It won't hurt you, it will just make your content more comprehensive in 99% cases. When it comes to length, it's fine, no exacts, but the problem with exacts probably come from this E with accent or whatever is it, I don't know. I'm not French at all, so sorry guys, I don't know. Partials are okay. Yeah, so as you can see here, we could have even more partial matching keywords, because even that big number is not penalized. 14 partials per 100 words, it's allowed. Like we have 9, we could have 11, 12, 13, maybe 14 even, because it's not penalized, so it's allowed. Google won't penalize for it since it's still ranking the mantle.com. So we could increase the number of partial keywords, but decrease this one, rue de vélo. We should decrease it. Okay, 4 partials in title and H1, but again, it's probably because of this E that is missing this thing. Slightly too short title and slow page. It's e-commerce, I know, e-commerce can be slow, but if you compare yourself to the best guy, which is alltricks.fr, they managed to build e-commerce that renders in less than a second and a half, which is fast, especially comparing to the other guys. Yeah, the page ranking first is the slowest, so you can think, okay, maybe the page speed is not the most important factor in here, but if the space is tight in the top 10, then I would try everything, and speeding up the e-commerce is not that hard. Maybe you can optimize fetching and rendering products. Maybe there are some images too big, so definitely take a look at this, because it's not the server issue. Server is really fast. You have almost the fastest server, so the TTFB is really small, but there's a problem after the first byte is provided. So yeah, the rendering, maybe the images, something like that, resources. after the server respond. Okay, so what we have to do in here, de-optimize Rudevelo and include as many of those as possible, pretty as usual, and fix the server, maybe not fix, or at least check if it's possible to fix it. 5 seconds, a bit too much, and especially if you are already ranking 10, you will have some traffic, so users will send some negative behavioral signals for your page because they may be impatient and don't want to wait 5 seconds to page to load. Maybe the page number 1 has really strong brand and people are waiting because they know that they will find the answer. So yeah, I would take care of it definitely. To match at like 2-3 seconds, that will be great, and even better if you could go below 2 seconds, that would be just awesome. Okay, so we have it. I think I have time for 1 or 2 more. Do we have this Dutch keyword analyzed? Yes, we have it already. Okay, got the page number 9. Hopefully I can make the 10. I really want to make 10 analysis today. So short form, really short form. Most of the pages in the top are much longer, but I will compare it with I will put both. So orange is the length and purple is estimated traffic. YouTube. To go, I will exclude some of those to see it better. And now we can compare okay, one more. Oh god, it should have the button to remove it should be here. I know, I misclicked 3 times already. Okay, so we have 2 really strong domains, or the strongest domains in the top ranking already. One is really short and one is really is the longest one. So I think I can exclude the shortest one because they probably don't have the best content on the web. I will take a look. Well, it has some content, but is it comprehensive? I don't think so. I will check this one. Yeah, this article is much better. And as we have a longer we have a really short form, so my advice would be to make the content longer. And now we can run the audit. So as in the previous example, we could take a look at those missing common backlinks to find some opportunities. But let's take a look at the true density. It's not that rich as we had previously, because for the Dutch, Google does not provide the NLP analysis. However, we have some terms. I don't understand them really, but most of them are red, so I would try to include them while writing more content. And if you see a similar situation when there is only 9-10 phrases to cover, take care of the words as well, as that's the only option you have really. So while adding more content to this page, I would consider analyzing the words as well, the red words, to mention them to make the content comprehensive as usual. Missing exact H1 in title as well, so that's pretty easy fix. Slightly over optimized page. When it comes to partial matching keywords, is over optimized, but if we add more content, the over optimization will disappear. So add more content, check partial keywords density again, and adjust the level after you add more content. Not enough paragraphs, but that's obvious because we have really short form. So if you will be writing more content, aim for at least 30 paragraphs. So it's easy to read. Add some images. Add meta description because it's empty. And yeah, server has some issues. Almost 2 seconds of the TTFB, that's way too much. And it affects the overall load time a lot. So if you fix just the server, you would be in the top 3 when it comes to speed of your website. So definitely worth to take care of. I will check the meta quickly in here. So yeah, it's empty. What are the meta of the competitors? Yeah, so another one with empty, but in general they have meta description. So well, having a meta description is a good idea always. And well, if you are looking for some inspiration for the headings or for the topic, you can just click this A icon I clicked, and with the arrows compare the competitors, copy some headings and reuse them on your site. That would be a good idea. Okay, 5 minutes, so hopefully I can do this one. That will be the last keyword in the analysis. Oh, really a long tail one. And in the meantime, we have some questions. All right, so grammatically incorrect suggestions. This is what your competitors are using, and my answer for the incorrect suggestions when it comes to grammar, use them in image ads. Probably this is what they are doing, so that will be my best answer. Well, on the trial, Matthew, you can use every single feature on the trial. 7 days trial is full suit. I mean, you have exactly the same feature set as the basic plan. So yeah, it should be available for you. So reach out and we can figure it out. Okay. 3 minutes to go. I will be real quick. Oh god, we are not ranking again. So instead of that, I will run the content editor and ask for brand new content. Oh god, what I just did, I put the URL in there. I don't think I will manage to analyze this one. Let's quickly take a look at the audit then. But in general, if page is not ranking at all, it may have wrong content, completely wrong content that is only to write from scratch, or the domain is way too weak to rank for the keyword. So either way, I would recommend writing new content or moving to a different keyword because it is too hard to rank. I will strongly recommend you guys reading the recent article I had written about the analyzing the keyword difficulty. I will paste it in the chat, so make sure to read it because that will help you a lot with finding out if you can rank for something or not. Just a quick audit without competitor selection, that's risky, but we can try. Okay, under optimized, over optimized for the exact. So this really narrow long tail keyword is over optimized, is overused, but the rest Sounds not bad. I mean, losing weight, that could be used less frequently, but the content is not that bad, probably because it's a long form. It's 4,000 words, the longest one, comparing to the top. So I would try to include those zeros as usual. That's the first thing to do. Check the competitors and include zeros. That won't hurt you and can help you a lot. So yeah, the exacts overused, we have it already. Exact in title, we have it. A bit too many paragraphs, but it doesn't really hurt. We have like 78 for this page. Again, the server not too fast, so it should be fixed. But yeah, really, the content is long form, so I would just try to optimize it, and probably the content editor will be the more convenient way to do it. Let's quickly take a look at the page and put it in the content editor to see if it will become green or not. Yeah, it's really a long form. Oh god, nah, no one will read it, really. You have to make it more engaging. That's the first thing I would suggest, really. I should have taken a look at the page first. Okay, actually we don't have to be competitors in here, so we can just proceed. Not bad. I mean, we have some over optimizations, but quite a lot of contextually relevant terms are missing. I will turn on the ranges of use to overwhelm you a bit more. Okay, so the reds are missing or over optimized, so this exclamation mark says that. Yeah, so what I would do for this page is I would optimize it within the content editor, because there is a huge amount of work to do in this case. Okay guys, so we hit the 10 pages. We are slightly over the time I planned. Okay, any questions? So that's the like, let's spend 3 minutes on questions. Do you have any questions maybe? You said don't audit if you are number 2 and number 1 is a high authority site. How far down? I can see it. Well, how far down? Depends on the competition, really. But if you are in the top 5, let's say, you are a trendsetter. Really, if you are in the top 10, you are a trendsetter already, because you are one of the 10 best answers Google have for this keyword. So I would apply it to the whole top 10 with an extra care while you are in the top 5. Yeah, if it's the same content type, it's worth a try, definitely. Okay guys, the last question, and I will just stop streaming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, thank you for today. I really enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And in a month we will have a third on-page roast webinar, so hopefully you will get roasted next time. Thank you guys, and have a great rest of the day. See you.